as I'm sure you probably know, I'm a paid up power user of the Apple ecosystem. I love my devices, but that is the point. I love my tech, all tech. So every once in a while, it's great to step outside of my beloved Apple ecosystem and try something a little bit different. So a few weeks ago, you may recall, I was sent the HONOR 600 Pro. It's the first Android that I've used in, well, ages and ages and ages. And there was bits about it that I really liked. So on the back of that, I decided to get in touch with the team and ask if they'd send me over this. And it's the first tablet I've used. It's not an iPad, and I brought it up to London today. I'm going to spend the day with it, seeing what it's like to use. My first ever experience of a non-iPad tablet. The only thing I did find out straight away was there's no cell version of it, so I'm going to be ironically hotspotting off of one of my phones that I've got with me, one of my iPhones that I've got with me. But other than that, I'm going to look into what it's like to use on a really bright, hot, sunny day like today, how it lasts, and the display particularly. I'm going to check out the display because that's something that really impressed me with the 600 Pro that I had a few weeks ago. And I just wanted to mention about value as well. I'm going to talk about pricing later on, but there's this odd thing with value, that if something's too cheap, you kind of think that you aren't getting good value for money. And if it's too expensive, we all moan. It's an odd kind of line that they have to try and tread. HONOR prides themselves on giving you a hell of a lot of features and also on trying to make the things real good value for money. And I think they've achieved that. But anyway, we're going to spend the day with it now. I'm around Tower Bridge at the moment in London. We're going to hang around here during the day today, around the Shard and so on, and just see what this tablet is like to use. I'm David, and this is Talking Tech. One of the most obvious things I guess we need to talk about early on is the design change. The aspect ratio is totally different to what I've been used to on the iPad, and it's much more natural actually for watching content on. That much I do like. It obviously lends itself very much to watching movies and to watching any kind of content on there because of the layout of the display. And we're going to be talking a lot about the display a little bit later on. There's some very thin bezels on it, which look quite attractive. You again tend to forget that they're there. And the overall feel, I find the corners reasonably harsh actually, certainly compared to the iPad for some reason. I find the corners a little bit harsh and a little plastic. It doesn't feel as premium quality, certainly as the iPad Pro. That's not to say it feels bad quality, but the iPad has got it nailed. That's got a kind of feel to it. You just want to pick it up all the time. This, again, is ultra thin. All pads now are ultra thin. And that's something, again, that carries through all of HONOR's designs. And I was involved in an embargo meeting of theirs yesterday, which that theme of thinness carries on. I'm not allowed to tell you about some of the things we spoke about on the call yesterday. The HONOR Watch 6 is out now, as you know, and also the new foldable from HONOR. There's a lot of details already online about it. I've got some press pictures of it, so I'm not allowed to talk about price at all, but I can tell you that there are some crazy specs. It's some absolutely crazy specs, and I'll mention those a little bit later on. But the actual design of the tablet is pretty user-friendly. I love the aspect ratio. I just wish it felt a little bit better quality. I don't know what you can do about that. It just feels a little bit too plasticky to me. But the display, that's where HONOR always wins out with a display. This is the 256 gig model that I've been sent with 12 gigs of RAM. It's got a 12.3 inch display. I've mentioned it's got a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, which seems to go on forever and ever and ever. As with the phone that I had, I barely had to charge this tablet since in the time that I've had it. It's got 2,400 nits of brightness, which is plenty bright other than on days like today where it's 30 degrees and barely a cloud in the sky. Any display would struggle to some degree on a day like today, but it is still a really good display. I do love HONOR's displays. It's got they don't make do with a 120 Hz refresh rate panel. No, they've got a 165 Hz refresh rate panel. So if gaming and quick refresh rates are important for you, then you're going to love this tablet for sure. Now, whereas on the phone they clearly lent into the camera as their USP, on here it's the display. I love HONOR displays. They look really, really good. I mean, really good. I've been comparing it to my M4 iPad Pro with its tandem OLED display. It's not quite at that level, but it's damn near, and there's something very hypnotic about using HONOR displays. You've got all sorts of settings for display in here. There's a circadian setting, a defocus setting, natural tone, and an eye comfort. You've got a 1920 Hz PWM dimming, which is just a way that it's a rapid on and off of the brightness to help conserve power, as I understand it. It's got dynamic dimming and an ebook mode as well, and it's got a vivid display for more vivid colours, which is AI enhanced. Of course, there'd have to be AI in there somewhere. You've got a super dynamic display with HD. The display settings on here go on and on and on. So I think it's fair to say that HONOR clearly are leaning into the display on this tablet as the real reason to try and make you want to use it. And it is a gorgeous display. And there's a mode on here that I really like as well, called the PC mode, which makes multitasking really, really simple. I wasn't sure what it was going to be, but it honestly just opens up windows and it makes multitasking a breeze. It's actually easier on here than on the iPad. I mentioned the aspect ratio feels really natural to use. That slimmer height feels very comfortable to hold for any long periods of time. And the other thing I do like about HONOR as a brand is that they make it really easy to step into other ecosystems. So with the HONOR Connect, for instance, it makes it very easy for me to then go back and forth between my Apple ecosystem and the HONOR ecosystem, if I should want to. Transferring files and photos between the two devices is a cinch. Now, I can never see Apple making it that easy, but HONOR have honestly laid into that. And it's if you do have a foot in both camps, or you're sort of on the edge of making the switch possibly, honestly, this HONOR Connect feature is useful. There's 8 speakers, so they say. All I can say is that the speakers are okay. They're not as good as the iPads. I think it's fair to say that the audio engineers at Apple are among the best out there. The speakers are good. You won't have an issue with them at all. And there's also this thing called a turbo RAM. I'm not sure what it's about, but I think the HONOR RAM Turbo gives you an extra 12 gigs of RAM. I haven't had it long enough to know if it works, how well it works, or if it's useful, but that's what's on the spec sheets. Now, I mentioned I was in a briefing yesterday for the new Watch 6 and the V6 foldable phone that's coming out. There's a few things I can't tell you, but I mean, some of well, again, the watch, for instance, they reckon it's got a 35-day battery on it. HONOR do specialise in great battery life, so I wouldn't doubt that for a moment. And on the phone, it's got a 6,660 milliamp hour battery. Big batteries, lots of life. All in all, my first dealings with HONOR as a brand outside of Apple have been really positive. And I think if I was going to look at something other than iPhones and iPads, HONOR ticks lots of boxes for me. To be honest, the biggest problems I have with this MagicPad 4, and there haven't been many, would be the quality of the accessories. Compared to the iPad, and I can only compare it to the iPad, of course, because that's what I'm coming from, they are way inferior. Now, in defense of the accessories of the MagicPad, of course, Apple's Pencil, but particularly the Magic Keyboard, is horrendously expensive. Is it £300, £350, the one that I've got? Which is stupidly expensive and also really, really heavy. But the one that came with this MagicPad 4 just feels very flimsy, very plasticky. I don't like the fit or how the pad fits onto it. It feels not very secure. The Pencil moves stations off to one side, that docks on one side. The Pencil again hasn't got any haptic motors, and it's just the general quality of the Pencil and the keyboard have really let it down. Otherwise the experience has been very good, because let's face it, the main thing that you're going to judge a tablet by are the speeds. Well, the Snapdragon 8 is fine, and I actually quite like Snapdragon. I don't mind the UI at all. It's going to be the speeds and the display, and the display on both of the HONOR products I've used has been absolutely stunning. So it's just a shame that their accessories have let them down, because that's the bits that just make this feel less than premium. But overall, it's been a really good experience. I'm on London Bridge at the moment, by the way. Just the scenes of London around me. I just love being in London. I love showing off to you as well. It's a lovely, lovely place to be. Once again, HONOR's impressed me. Now, there's no compelling reason for me to want to switch from my iPhone and my iPad. I'm perfectly happy where I am, because I've grown up with them and I've got so many ties to that ecosystem. But once again, I'm left feeling that the MagicPad 4 is no poor citizen. The only thing that really lets it down are those accessories. That makes it feel quite cheap, which is a shame, because the actual tablet itself is fantastic. The things you're going to judge a tablet on, display, well, HONOR displays are fantastic. I said it about the phone, and it's exactly the same experience I've had with this MagicPad 4. HONOR's displays, you could criticise and say there's a little bit too much AI and a bit too much HDR going on, but to look at, just to pick up, get out, watch some content on, look at YouTube on, they're great. They really are fantastic displays. And here's the rub, that you can have those displays tanked all the way up, full brightness, and it doesn't kill the battery, which is the other great thing I found with the two HONOR devices I've used, is that the battery life on them is fantastic. This has got a 10,000 milliamp hour battery, and not only is that a big number, it actually translates to use as well. That you get a lot of life out of these devices. And the other thing I suppose you're going to judge a tablet on, any device on, is the speed. And that Snapdragon chip is really quick. The UI I quite like, that PC function they've got where you can multitask really easy, I like. So there's a lot to like about the tablet. Now, the other thing to mention is the price. I said early on in the video that it's this fine line between being too cheap and feeling you're not getting a quality product, and being too expensive and feel that you're having to pay a king's ransom. I think I might say that this MagicPad 4 is £600, and for that you get the pencil and the keyboard thrown in for free. And then you also get some ridiculous deals on gifts such as AirBuds, and I think there was a Bluetooth speaker in there from memory, even a mouse I seem to recall. They give you really good deals on other accessories that you might want as well. HONOR does bring a lot of value to their brand, and I got to know a few of the faces now, and you can tell they're really passionate about what they're doing. And that matters. They're not just selling devices, they are making things they think people will want to use. And that really matters. To know that the firm's genuinely invested in what they're developing and selling to us is huge. Now, what's going to happen with HONOR and memory, I don't know. As we know, this week Apple have admitted there's almost certainly got to be a price increase because of the lack of RAM and storage. I assume that's going to have a rub over the whole industry. But for the time being, HONOR is fantastic value for money, and I've enjoyed my time with this MagicPad 4. It served me really well. If you've enjoyed me talking about this pad and the MagicPad 4 and you haven't yet seen my thoughts on the 600 Pro that I tested a few weeks ago, that is the video I've left on screen for you right now.